Now, Prince Harry has joined with his brother and sister-in-law, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, to launch a £2 million fund to improve the nation's mental health technology. Earlier on this year, he spoke about how he wanted to smash the stigma around mental health, and the Prince has even called on Lady Gaga to help him. Our Royal correspondent Rhiannon Mills has this report.
Heads Together was a campaign that developed its own momentum as charity partner for the London Marathon, with some of the world's biggest stars also getting on board.
Hello, Prince William.
Hello, Lady Gaga.
For me, the little bits that I've learned so far about mental health is very much a case of, it's okay to have this conversation. It's really important to have this conversation, and that you won't be judged. It's so important to break open that fear and that taboo, which is it's only going to lead to more problems down the line.
Yes.
The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and Prince Harry did everything they could to get this country talking about mental health. Now, for the next phase of their campaign, they've announced a £2 million investment from their Royal Foundation to set up a digital innovation unit to come up with new types of support services. Their charity partners, like The Mix, have helped them to identify where there are currently gaps in services. Here they offer help to young people who already turn to their phones, social media and online services for help, but not everything that's out there currently gives the best advice.
We know young people turn to digital first when they're trying to support our mental health, so having this big investment in trying to find how do we leverage all these amazing new technologies for good, how do we leverage them to have even more conversations about mental health is going to be really significant.
Prince William visited the Data Observatory at Imperial College London to look back at the impact of the campaign. Here they also carried out the largest ever survey on mental health involving 14,000 people.
I think it all has to start at home. If you can't even have a conversation with your loved ones who you trust, then there's no way you're going to go to HR at work.
In the run-up to World Mental Health Day on Tuesday, more announcements are expected on how they're going to focus on what resources are needed in the workplace, in schools and within the military to make mental well-being a priority.
Even Harry and I, over the years, have not talked enough about our mother.
We've never enough.
Has doing this campaign sort of made you realise that to a certain extent?
I think so.
In the name of the campaign, they've already opened up in a way that we have never seen from the royal family, wanting to set an example to change the conversation on mental health. And this £2 million investment makes it clear that they're in this for the long run.
See, it goes early.
Rhiannon Mills, Sky News.
Baum is the Chief Executive of the mental health charity Best Beginnings. Thanks ever so much for joining us. How significant will this £2 million be?
Really significant. The Heads Together campaign, which the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and Prince Harry have been leading on, is about the power of collaboration to really get the nation talking and feeling comfortable talking. And Best Beginnings, as one of the Heads Together partner charities, working with the foundation and the other charity partners, have identified the power of technology to drive change.
And that's where some of the money's going to,
yes.
Isn't it, technology? Because you've got an app that helps young mothers.
Yes.
Are they a particular group of people that need a lot of help when it comes to mental illness?
Yes, a really significant proportion, over 2 in 10 mums through pregnancy and in the first year of their baby's life experience depression or anxiety or some form of mental health challenge. And at Best Beginnings, we've embraced technology. We've created a free app called Baby Buddy. And what's powerful about it is a few things. One, all the information in it's been assured, quality assured by all the experts, all the relevant royal colleges like the psychiatrists and the midwives. But even more important, the app's been made with mothers, and we've been filming real mums across the country sharing their stories so that mums out there don't feel alone and understand the importance of seeking help if you need it.
And people do seem to be talking about mental health issues more, don't they, than
Yes.
they perhaps did a few years back?
No, definitely. I mean, I think the tide has been turning for a while. There's many charities doing phenomenal work in this space. And what the Heads Together campaign has done is accelerate the rate of change. And a lot of data is being collected collected. It's a very data-driven campaign, which is important because you need to see the impact of the work that you do. And what we saw was a significant uplift in the number of conversations. So, for example, the uplift of men talking about mental health, their own mental health, was up 15%, and that equates to 1.2 million more men talking about their own mental health.
Why is that? Why has there been such a spike in people talking about it?
I think it's a few things. I think there's something about the incredible convening power of the Duke and the Duchess of Cambridge and Prince Harry, and their honesty and openness, and really giving everyone else permission. And then, of course, through the Heads Together campaign, we've seen amazing people in the public eye, like Lady Gaga, talking about their own experiences. And it's also the conversations of regular people sharing their stories. And we've already seen that, interestingly, within our Baby Buddy app. We capture data, and we see that over 86% of mums using the app are saying it's supporting their mental health. So technology has a really important role to play in this next stage of the Heads Together campaign.
And what are the main kind of mental health issues that people are coming to you with that they tend to have on kind of a day-to-day basis? Because of course you can't see it, but with a broken leg, broken arm, you know, it's very visible.
No, absolutely. So it's very variable. There's very much a range. So if you are talking mild or moderate, the numbers are huge, mild to moderate depression or anxiety. If you're looking at a very extreme, rapid onset mental health illness after you've had your baby, something called postpartum psychosis, that's very much rarer, and that's 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 50 if you've got an underlying condition like bipolar. But I think the key message here is, for many people, having a conversation is enough. And for many others, seeking help sooner will mean you can get better sooner. So the idea here is to ensure people, whether it's mild anxiety or severe anxiety or depression, to know that you're not alone, and to know it's okay to say that you're not okay. And if you know, to speak to your friend, your partner, your healthcare professional, to seek support early, and to know that there is support out there. That's
there was such a stigma with it, wasn't there? Thanks ever so much. I appreciate your time.